the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
35-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to number 42. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his... And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Draymond Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3, Colts 0.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
right back to him on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season, and that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He may try and... Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Buccaneers 3. Cody Parkey.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Draymond Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Colts 7, Buccaneers 3.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, Deontay Harris. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Buccaneers 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down. Right
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Taken down at the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Colts.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ending up with a solid gain.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Going to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Buccaneers 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's got Hooper on the short connection, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Buccaneers 3.
So kind of a tough break there. No real hooker slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
This is the tight end, Njoku. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 30-24 was the final. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Brings up 3rd and less than.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another
4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got him. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
37.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Stiff-armed him. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say...
And the ball is knocked out.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Right back to him on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Holding offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connection made with Chenault. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And a Colts first down.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Pickup on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
This will be caught at about the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs 5-yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Buccaneers 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Rolling to his left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Colts 20. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Indianapolis.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Buccaneers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.